If a woman says or does any of these, walk away from her immediately. Shining Mirror-LVB. Have you ever wondered why, despite all your efforts and dedication, your relationship just can't seem to progress or become stable? The truth is, there are clear warning signs that many men often overlook, leading to wasted time, energy, and even loss of self-respect. In today's dating world, recognizing unhealthy signals early on is crucial to protecting your self-worth and avoiding unnecessary pain. Today, Shining Mirror-LVB will guide you through 7 unmistakable signs. If she says or does any of these, it's time to walk away immediately. This isn't cold or heartless advice. It's a compass designed to help you preserve your dignity and know when to let go, opening the door to better opportunities in love and life. When she says, "I don't need a man," at first glance, this statement may sound confident and independent, symbolizing maturity and self-sufficiency. However, behind it often lies an invisible wall preventing you from truly getting close to her life. Independence is wonderful and necessary, but when someone repeatedly insists they don't need you or any man, it can be a sign of emotional freezing. She wants to keep distance, control the situation, and is not ready to invest genuinely in the relationship. This sets up a power game where you are relegated to a supporting role. Background for her independence. If you continue clinging to someone who isn't truly willing to get close, you're only pushing yourself into imbalance, gradually losing confidence and self-respect. I've witnessed many men get involved in such relationships and slowly start doubting their own worth, questioning if they truly deserve love. Genuine love is a union of two people, not a battle between independence and dependency. A truly mature woman won't have to shout, "I don't need anyone," as a shield. Instead, she shows it through her actions, walking alongside you, sharing openly, and building a relationship with honesty and openness, not through shutting doors and creating distance. Continuous disrespect, the uncrossable red line. Respect is not just politeness or empty words, it is the foundation that maintains peace and dignity in any relationship. When a woman repeatedly hurts you with sarcastic jokes, denies or belittles your achievements, feelings, or opinions, it's not just normal conflict, it's deliberate sabotage, creating an environment where you gradually lose yourself. Psychologically, constant disrespect triggers deep wounds, diminishing your confidence and self-worth, even leading to confusion about your own value. Each time you're mocked, belittled, or dismissed, you accumulate invisible scars that slowly erode your inner strength. This is the red line, a boundary that must never be crossed if you value yourself. Enduring prolonged disrespect not only weakens you but allows the other person to control and manipulate you in every aspect. A relationship lacking fundamental respect cannot develop healthily, and you shouldn't deceive yourself into thinking it's a minor issue or something that can be changed. Many men mistakenly believe keeping peace means enduring and accepting everything, but in reality, it's self-sabotage. A truly strong man isn't one who tolerates but one who knows his worth, courageously sets boundaries, and isn't afraid to walk away to protect his dignity and mental health. I've witnessed many men lose their confidence and fall into deep emotional spirals simply because they couldn't escape a disrespectful relationship. They lost themselves and the chance at true love just because they didn't dare to say enough at the right moment. Flirting with others while you're still there, a warning sign you can't ignore. In relationships, flirting or emotionally interacting with others openly or subtly while you're still present isn't just a coincidence or casual openness. If she laughs more with others than with you, texts or chats with them more frequently, or gradually creates emotional distance, it's a clear sign she doesn't respect you and isn't genuinely committed to the relationship. This behavior not only wounds you emotionally but also destroys trust, the most vital foundation in any relationship. When someone seeks validation outside rather than giving it to you, it means she doesn't see you as special and places you in a backup or non-priority position. I believe a true man should never have to compete for the attention of the woman he loves. Relationships aren't contests or races to win her approval. If she keeps you around but seeks validation elsewhere, you're wasting your time, emotions, and worth on a relationship without sustainable future. Remember, true love comes from respect and genuine commitment, not from flirting or dishonesty in how she treats you. Don't hesitate to walk away when you see these signs, because protecting yourself is the top priority for finding a love that's real and truly deserved. She never apologizes, a sign of extreme ego in relationship stagnation. In a mature relationship, knowing how to admit mistakes and apologize is not just politeness but a testament to understanding. Respect, in mutual growth, when she never takes responsibility, it's not merely arrogance or ego defense, it's a sign of an emotional wall that traps the relationship in stagnation. Not apologizing means she lacks objective self-reflection, refuses to take accountability for the harm caused, and most importantly, shows no willingness to grow or repair. This is the root cause of the emotional exhaustion you feel, because you are trying to sustain a relationship where only one side is willing to change. Psychologically, the inability to apologize reflects an extreme ego, a defense mechanism to avoid vulnerability and truth. Yet, only with courage to admit mistakes can you open the door to building trust and deeper connection. I've witnessed many relationships collapse because one party couldn't or wouldn't apologize, leaving the other feeling lonely despite being together. Those who know how to apologize know how to love. This is not just a cliche but the cornerstone of lasting relationships. If she can't do this, you are gradually losing control over your emotional life and must seriously reconsider whether to continue. Always playing the victim, an emotional spiral that destroys your control. When she constantly blames you for every problem or conflict, you're caught in an extremely dangerous emotional spiral that's hard to escape. This is not empathy or sharing, but a subtle form of manipulation that gradually makes you doubt yourself, lose confidence, and drain your mental strength. Someone who always plays the victim uses pain and injustice as a weapon to control and pressure their partner. They refuse to take responsibility for their actions and emotions, shifting all the blame to you, making you feel guilty and forced to rescue them. Over time, you become exhausted carrying this emotional burden without any change or respect in return. Maturity in love means taking responsibility for one's actions, facing difficulties together instead of turning pain into a tool for manipulation. If you find yourself always having to save someone who refuses to reflect and change, that's a clear sign you need to stop and consider protecting yourself before it's too late. Remember, you are not the healer of everyone else's wounds. Love requires equality, support, and mutual growth, not endless dependency and blame shifting. Constant competition with you, when love turns into a mental battle. A relationship is a place where you and your partner build, support, and grow together, not a battlefield for winning or power struggles. When she continuously turns every conversation, decision, or disagreement into a contest, who's right, who's wrong, who's better, that's a clear sign the relationship is manipulated by ego and the need for control rather than genuine respect and love. Psychology shows that when someone consistently competes rather than cooperates, it creates prolonged stress, emotionally harms both parties, and erodes the emotional connection day by day. This invisible battle makes you exhausted, constantly on guard and reactive, reducing the natural ease and comfort in the relationship. I've witnessed many couples gradually become opponents instead of partners. They no longer share joys or successes but engage in silent rivalry, resentment, and accumulated dissatisfaction. A woman who truly loves you would never turn love into a game with winners and losers. She knows how to respect and uplift you, creating collective strength instead of destruction. If you find yourself stuck in such a relationship, don't hesitate to set boundaries or even step away to protect yourself. Unhealthy competition not only destroys relationships but can severely impact your mental and emotional health. Public disrespect, a deep wound that destroys your soul. Nothing is more cruel and painful than being belittled by the person you love in front of others. This act is not just simple disrespect but a deep stab into your self-esteem and honor, making you feel hurt, embarrassed, and even isolated within your own relationship. When she publicly insults you, it is a clear statement that she does not see you as an equal partner, does not value you as a worthy human being. This is no longer a minor disagreement or argument but a sign of emotional sabotage, capable of causing long-term psychological damage such as loss of confidence, insecurity, and self-doubt. This is a boundary that must never be crossed. A woman who truly respects you will protect your honor and never demean you. No matter the circumstances, if she is willing to make you a laughingstock, you're not only losing your image in front of others but also harming yourself deeply. Personal insight. I've seen men endure public humiliation, become lost, lose their identity and faith in love. Don't let yourself fall into that situation. Respect and protection of your dignity is not just a right but a responsibility to yourself. Don't hesitate to decisively walk away when you see your value being destroyed right in front of others. Have the courage to protect your true value. If you recognize any of these signs in your relationship, don't hesitate or delay, walk away decisively. This is not a sign of weakness but proof that you understand your own worth and dignity. A truly strong man never accepts disrespect or becomes a pawn in unhealthy emotional games. Take a moment to ask yourself, are you living your own life, owning your choices, or are you caught in a cycle of control and imbalance? Walking away is not an end but a new beginning, a path where you can be truly loved and respected. What do you think about these signs? Have you experienced or witnessed similar situations? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below so we can learn, share, and grow together every day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Shining Mirror-LVB for quality, insightful, and inspiring videos that help you grow personally and build meaningful relationships.